Hey, welcome back everyone. Mr. Man Talks back here in the garage with another Glock, or sort of a Glock. Today we're going to be talking about the Shadow Systems XR920. Stand by. This is the XR920, which is similar to the Glock 45. It has a Glock 17 size frame with a shorter 19 barrel and slide. This one is optics ready, and what is pretty nice about it is that it is like a Glock, kind of a custom Glock without sending off your own to get customized. This is based off the Glock Gen 4 style. It has, as you can see up front, the 19 slide barrel, front sight, rear sight, which are both steel, has the accessory rail, has the cuts underneath that most people send off their Glock to get I can't even say it. Their Glock to get customized. So they have the undercut right there. It is almost like a second rest for your finger. It has some stippling. It's pretty aggressive textured. It actually fits in your hands. No finger grooves. Has interchangeable back straps, which I did not put any on here. And as you can see, it has a beaver tail on this one to protect your hand from slide bite if that's a problem for you. Next, we could look at the undercuts that are here. As you can see, there is room for your knuckle to avoid the Glock knuckle. Sport hand comes in right here. It rests pretty good right there. If you do thumbs forward, you could have your thumb resting right here, or for lefties, same way. This takes down the same way as a Glock does. Take the same size accessory fittments for the Glock. So when you get your Surefire and Streamlight comes with a Glock insert already from the factory. This will fit your accessory rail. The sights, blacked out rear. I like that high visibility front sight. Now with this optic on, I'm looking through right now. It's in the lower 1/3 of the window. It doesn't interfere with the red dot. I was shooting it earlier today. This combination works really well. If I didn't have a red dot on there, then I would have just the flat cover, and the sights, the iron sights, would be perfect. Now the thing about the red dot is that it's a direct mount, and they have little inserts, and you see this plastic piece right here. Hopefully you can see that. That's the insert that you put in. So this is a direct mount. The insert goes in there, holds this tight. I put a little bit of Loctite on the threads. This thing has not moved. I probably put 500 rounds since I put the red dot on there. So I'm pretty happy with that. As you can see, the slide has some pretty good forward cuts, rear cuts, has even top cuts. So if you are press check type, you want to check it out. You want to reload over the top. It gives you some good grip on there. You see the windows cut out. And there's one more thing. What's that last thing? Well, you're looking at it. The barrel's out of the gun right now. So this is the original barrel. It is a bronze color, comes out looking like gold, fluted barrel. It's a pretty nice barrel. I've shot it with it before. Maybe I'll roll in some pictures of it. But what I really wanted to do with it was got it in a trade. It was my dump money into a gun, I guess you could call it. It's a pretty nice gun. I have some Gen 5s. I have a Gen 3 now. I never had a Gen 4-ish. But I said, you know what? This thing is begging to have some recoil reduction on it. And at the time, I didn't have the new version that they have out, and I don't remember the name of it, but Shadow Systems has since released a new version that's ported barrel, ported slide for recoil reduction. So let me show you what I put on there. As you can tell, this is aftermarket barrel and compensator on the end. This is the Radian afterburner, which is the micro compensator, and the ramjet, which is the ported pistol barrel. So the way that this works, I'll turn over to the other side here. Barrel goes in just like a Glock barrel. On the very end here, you have a screw, set screw. Screw comes out, and I don't put any Loctite on this. I don't think you need to. It hasn't come off at all. And you can see Slides right off the end if you need to clean it. Here's the ported barrel. It's a very secure system. It is non-threaded. That means it's legal in most states. Let me put this thing back on because you can see it needs to be cleaned. But I tell you what, it really reduces the recoil. It puts out a lot more blast. You can see by those ports. But as far as the recoil goes, I know you're saying it's a 9mm, so what? But it also gets you back on target a heck of a lot faster. And I really appreciate that. So I went out and spent, what, another $350 on a barrel and a port for an already customized gun from a pretty cool company. So how does it shoot? I'll roll in some footage here, and hopefully you'll see the fireballs that come out, but you'll see the rapid fire that I have on target, either anywhere from 5, 7, or 10 yards, which isn't too far, but as far as the recoil control and getting back on target, it is amazing. So I think it really paired up well with this XR920, and because this is a Gen 4 version of a Glock, it takes a Gen 4 Radian afterburner and ramjet barrel. So if you have one of these handguns and you want to do an upgrade to the barrel, which this one is perfectly fine. It actually looks pretty good. It's shot pretty well. But if you want that extra compensation that you're not going to go out and buy a new shadow system, then I would highly recommend this. It's worked very well for me. So wrapping up with this, how do I like the gun? Gun's amazing. It shoots really well. This texture, this finish on here keeps it in your hand. This keeps it on target, gives a little more blast, but it gets it back on target pretty quick. Reduces the felt recoil just a little bit. The stock sights that come on it are pretty darn good. And even if I didn't have this barrel and compensator, this would be perfect, and it actually looks pretty sharp. So if you have any questions, please reach out, leave a comment below, thumbs up if you like this. I'd appreciate that, and thanks for watching.